This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's a free fitness event to benefit local law enforcement. The details on CrossFit for Cops next. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Lisa Sugart in for Ken Cara tonight. Take us wherever you go with our free Samsung Productions app or watch in high definition on Service Electric Cablevision, channel 513. Now to our headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A threat resulted in an early dismissal today for students in one local school district. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, the Mahanoy Area School District dismissed all students early today because a threatening message was reportedly found in a boy's bathroom. Elsewhere in the news, a section of Route 93 in West Hazleton was closed this morning after a driver crashed into 3 other vehicles. West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio tells us he believes the driver suffered a medical problem. Route 93, which is Susquehanna Boulevard, was closed to traffic between Valley High and Quincy Street. Several people were evaluated for injuries. For more details, go to standardspeaker.com. One gym in our area is hosting an event to thank local law enforcement officers. CrossFit Drums will host CrossFit for Cops, a free event that is open to the public. We talked with CrossFit trainer Phil Benyo Jr. and Hazleton Police Detective Anthony White.
Saturday, October 28th, we're having a CrossFit for Cops event here at CrossFit Drums. It's going to be starting at 8 o'clock. We're going to have a workout at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. We're going to have a kids class at 10 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, we're going to have yoga. This is an event that's free to the public that we're looking to get a chance to kind of thank the officers for all the hard work they do. They really lay it on the line every day, day and night. And this will be an opportunity for us to kind of meet an officer, thank an officer, and honor them. Our goal is to actually raise some funds through donations as well as sponsors to try to help offset some of the cost that some of these agencies have to incur, such as trying to buy vests or maybe buy some equipment for the canines.
This event on the 28th, CrossFit for Cops, is a great event that the awesome people here at CrossFit Drums are putting forward to show appreciation to police officers in the area. And this time of the, in our country, we could really use the extra support.
For more information, to make a donation or become a sponsor, you can email crossfitdrums247@gmail.com or call 570-657-8130. Tonight we have a PennDOT alert for drivers. A hole on a bridge has prompted emergency repairs. Beginning tomorrow at 8 a.m., there will be a single-lane closure on Route 309 South between the Rock Cut and Exit 6, the Luzerne exit. Expect significant delays throughout the day. Well, Halloween is just around the corner, and one organization in our area has a party invitation you won't want to miss. We have a great idea for you how to celebrate Halloween this year. It's a masquerade party being presented by the Helping Hands Society in Hazleton. Here to tell us the exciting details is our good friend Nicole Warner. She is the Director of Marketing and Fundraising for the Helping Hands Society. This is a great idea.
Yeah, it's actually our first masquerade party, but we're actually making it into like a Halloween masquerade party. So we encourage people, if they want to dress up in Halloween costumes or a masquerade costume, or if they just want to come casual in, regular clothes, that's even good too.
All right, so whichever you're comfortable in. It's more fun though if they dress up, right?
Absolutely. What's even better is we're going to have prizes for the best dress, the best mask, and just other prizes that we don't want to give away yet, and tell basically, but yeah.
Okay. So reasons to dress up, prizes. Now there's also going to be dinner, dancing along with the prizes. So tell us, this is taking place on Friday, October 27th, just in time for Halloween at Sand Springs Country Club. So tell us what it all entails.
So the event starts at 6. It'll end at 11 p.m. We are going to have dinner. There's going to be dancing. Actually, DJ Rockin' Ray Hinkle's going to be the DJ as our entertainment. We're also going to have gambling. We're also going to have Northeast Pro Selfie Pro. A photo booth going to be there. Okay. So just different things that are going to be happening, and it's just a nice evening, a Friday evening, adult, Halloween party, and just a nice Friday night out as a fundraiser for Helping Hands as well.
So for people who are not familiar with Helping Hands, and I think everyone is,
Yes.
the great work that they do, give us a little synopsis of what Helping Hands does to help children in our area.
Yes, Helping Hands Society, we help kids with speech, occupational disabilities. We also actually have developmental and typical preschool. And so Helping Hands is a great things for communities from infants to 12 years old. We actually have an academic program for after-school children as well. So Helping Hands, basically, we keep our building open by doing fundraisers like the Masquerade party and, through grants and other donations, but strictly through fundraising is how we provide all these services for the children.
Everyone speaks so highly of that organization, so they do great things. So if you want to have fun and help out this great organization, you can do both at the same time. Deadline for tickets, and how much are they?
Tickets are $30, and the deadline is October 20th. And if you would like to purchase a ticket, just contact me at Helping Hands Society and ask for Nicole Warner, and our number is 570-455-4958, or you can email me at nwarner@helpinghandsociety.com.
All right, you heard it here. It's going to be a great time, a masquerade party to benefit Helping Hands Society on Friday, October 27th. Get your tickets by October 20th. All righty, well, fall weather can become a pain in the back, literally. Janine Mazurkevich explains.
Well, like it or not, it's time to winterize your home and your property. And we're back here at Sacco Chiropractic with Dr. Scott Sacco to give you some tips so that you don't throw your back out, your neck out, and we keep you aligned, right?
Yeah, so everybody knows the weather's changing rather quickly. Not to our liking as much. We'd still want a little bit more summer, but the leaves are actually starting to change really early this year. And it made me think the other day, we need to start getting ready for raking our leaves, getting our grass winterized, getting a yard, taking air conditioners out of the windows, getting everything ready for that nasty winter that's about to start coming, and probably earlier than we suspect. So a lot of times you can do a little bit of preventative care before you even start to do this. I'm getting a whole host of new patients that are coming in that are throwing themselves out doing all of these different activities. If you know that you have neck issues, back issues, if you've been to the chiropractor before, if you've been to a medical doctor before, if you have any of those types of injuries, get in here first and start doing some preventative care for that. Come in and if you know you're going to be raking your leaves this weekend or you're going to do something, get in this week before the weekend comes and get ready for it. And if you don't, and it does happen, don't wait to come in.
You know, one other thing that I always do is we always rearrange the bedrooms. Like my daughter likes to move her furniture around and her bedroom around. So there's different things that you're pulling, lifting that you don't normally do.
Yeah, I know a lot of the moms, the kids are back in school now. You know what that means. Pulling beds out, dusting everything, getting everything put back together from the summer. So we're getting a lot of moms that are coming in with their backs pulled out from that. Get in here and get some care.
All right, some tips here at Sacco Chiropractic.
Thanks, Janine. A reminder that our SSPTV programming is available tonight and every Wednesday from 6:30 until 8 p.m. on our high-definition channel 513. And you can catch a rebroadcast of SSPTV News tonight at 8 o'clock on both channels 13 and high-definition 513. Still to come, it's Dave Day. Kenny's joined by Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman, and Dennis Gans and company has tips for heading into the Huntin' Woods. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Welcome to this week's Wild About Hunting segment, and I'm surrounded by a lot of gear here in my backyard, and that only means one thing: we're headed to hunt, and we're off to Maryland to hunt Sika deer and whitetail, and I can't be more excited. What I want to do today is bring you a little bit of what it takes for a do-it-yourself hunt and how we budget it to keep the cost as low as we can and to relay that information to you. So let's dive right into it. The first thing you want to do is a lot of research through the computers. Take advantage of the internet today. Check your maps, check your terrain, check the area that you're hunting. That's really going to help you out a lot. The other thing you can do is obviously purchase your hunting license right from your comfort of your home. This way you don't have to waste time when you get down there. You can get right into your room and go and scout and get ready to hunt. You have everything that you need. Obviously, you want to try and find the best hotels. We're all going together, so that saves cost there. This entire trip is running us about $1,500, so between the three of us, that's $500 a person. For 6 days, 5.5 days of hunting, you can't beat that, and that's going to include fuel, the room costs, our licenses, and food. So it's a great price for a great adventure, and we're excited to get down there. Some things that we're going to be taking, obviously, we're going to need boots. We've got muck boots for knee highs. We've got hip waders because you never know how marshy. We're going to be hunting in the swamps for these Sika deer. So we want to make sure that we're ready for whatever the terrain is going to be like. It's going to be hot. We're in Maryland. It's September. So we've got thermocells that we need to have. And also we've got our bug blocker for mosquitoes and ticks. We want to be comfortable with the clothing that we wear. So we wear our scent blocker clothing, the lightweight, that's going to keep us protected from the mosquitoes, but also keep us comfortable in the tree stands. Docking a tree, speaking of tree stands, you want to be mobile. So we take climbing tree stands so we can get in and out wherever we need to, wherever we find the sign and the animals are at. And obviously safety, you want to have your safety harnesses with our tree spider safety harnesses. And then you need your equipment that you're going to be hunting with, and that's our bows. They're all dialed in. Our Moxie bows are all ready to go. We've got a rangefinder, Wacom broadhead, so they're all set. A good backpack, I use Tenzing. Real comfortable and lightweight, and I can pack a lot of stuff in and out really quick. You're going to want to have something to bring those deer home in, so we've got plenty of coolers. We've got our big bison coolers here for not only refreshments, water to stay hydrated, and snacks, but to make sure we keep that deer nice and cool. Scent control, obviously, because it is going to be hot. You're going to be sweating. We trust our Bucks and Beards products. And then obviously you're going to need a really sharp knife, and we trust nothing more than Raptor Razor knives to cut, quarter, field dress that deer, pack it on ice, and get it home to feed our families. So there you have it, folks. Do it yourself. Make sure you check your list. Check it twice. Don't be naughty, be nice, and maybe you'll get some good luck. Follow us all week on our social media outlets, and we'll be showing pictures and live streams. And email us at info@wildabouthunting.com if you have any questions. We'll see you next week somewhere in the hunting woods.
Thanks, Dennis. You can catch Wild About Hunting every Monday at 3:30 p.m. right here on SSPTV.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
It was a beautiful day in downtown Hazleton. Let's see what's in store for the rest of the week with the forecast from the National Weather Service. Clear skies tonight with our low temperature getting down to 47 degrees. Moving on to our 4-day outlook, it looks like more of the same. Sunshine tomorrow, high of 66 and a low of 45. Friday is a carbon copy, a high again of 66 degrees and an overnight low in the mid-40s. The weekend looks good. Sunshine both Saturday and Sunday. Highs near 70 degrees and overnight lows around 50 degrees.
Hello, I'm Rob Gould, the Aquatics Director at the Hazleton Y, and this is Lizzie Littleton, our newest Aquatics Coordinator. I'm very excited to give you our latest update on the Strive to Revive the Hazy Pool campaign. The community has been very generous, and we are now up to $88,000 raised on our campaign. We're so excited about the renovations that are going to take place. We're meeting with contractors and painters and working it all into the schedule and getting bids. It's going to be a very exciting time. I can't wait to swim in this pool after it's all done. Lizzie, our new Aquatics Coordinator, has been swimming at the Y since she was very young, a water baby in the parent-child class. Lizzie's going to be in charge of lessons here at the Y and scheduling. Lizzie?
Well, we actually have a new session that's up now, so you could register this week. It's our Fall 2 session. We have parent-taught lessons for people who have kids who are 6 months old to 3 years. Then we have our preschool lessons for kids from 3 to 5, and then we have our youth lessons, which is 6 to 12 years old. And even if you're an adult, don't worry, we have private lessons as well, so you could sign up for those as well. You want to sign up as soon as you can because the classes are very limited.
And our Hazy Swim team also has registration open now. Practices start October 30th, so it's time to register for the winter. We have practices for ages 5 to 18-year-olds. All they have to be able to do is be able to make it one length down the pool. We have different levels for different ability levels of kids on the team. So, hope to get the kids into aquatics either in lessons or in the winter swim team for this winter.
If you'd like to register, we have all the information for the classes online at hazeltonywca.org, or you could stop in at the front desk or call and register there.
Time now for our Pennsylvania Midday winning lottery numbers. Maybe if you won some green, you could help out the Hazy Pool campaign. The pick 2 is 48, the pick 3, 424, pick 4, 8607, and the pick 5, 36566. The wild number is 5. Kenny is back with Dave Day when we come right back.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
It's time to be mentally tough on Dave Day with Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman. Dave, we're always sharp mentally here, and you have to be this time of year for our local athletes. It's make it or break it time for championships and that. And Jessica McClellan of MMI Golf, she's going to the PIAA State Championships, first time in her career. Dave, very, very good golfer. It was a cold day at regionals when she had to qualify, wind blowing everywhere. She was in the clubhouse already. I would have wanted to have a sandwich, Dave, to go home, to just relax. She had to go to a playoff hole, and that's where she won it with a big, big par putt. And you did a big feature story on her earlier. You said great kid and very talented golfer.
Yeah, there's no doubt. She's been golfing since she's 3 years old, so she's been around the golf course. I don't know if that prepares her for a day like she had on Monday, where, like you said, it was windy, it was cold, and the last few weeks have been warm, and you know, some mist and some rain, but some muggy conditions, so you have to go from that. But that's the nature of high school golf in the area. I mean, you got to be mentally tough, and a lot of conditions that you have to be ready for. And Jessica was up for the challenge. It didn't look like she was going to make it, but then when you find out you have a playoff hole, you have to, you know, recharge the batteries and get back out there and do what you can do. And knowing Jessica, like meeting her a few times, I knew she would be up for the challenge.
Dave, regardless, we're actually recording this on Tuesday, regardless of what happens in the game tonight, your Dodgers will still have a lead in the NLCS. We were talking at the Hazelton area tennis match, and you said they're going to be tough. They're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, they have. They seem like they have it back together. They did have a grueling stretch there at the end of August into September, where they lost 11 in a row, 16 out of 17, and they still won 100-plus games during the regular season. They got back together at the end of the season, started finding their groove again. Against Arizona, they played a great series. The pitching was really good, and the bullpen's been splendid. And if you look for a theme of the playoffs in the last several years, it's been bullpens. Teams with the outstanding bullpens have carried the way. Right now, their bullpen is pitching a little bit better than the Cubs, and the Cubs Joe Maddon's trying to mix and match pitchers in the bullpen, and the Dodgers seem to have their lineup set up for what they want to throw out there.
Yeah, as you look at the Cubs offense, Dave, they've struggled a bit. Joe said, you know, they'll have some games where they put it up, but he said that's really where they have to get it going. Of course, the Yankees, we'll see what happens in their series. They might be tied 2-2 by the time this time airs. And Aaron Judge, man, I just like watching him play, even as a Red Sox fan, running in the walls, going crazy. A lot to be excited about in the Bronx for the future as well. Dave, in the future this Saturday, it's a whiteout in Happy Valley. College Game Day, ESPN's College Game Day is going to be in town. The national spotlight squarely on the newly ranked number 2 Nittany Lions, and this is it, make or break for them too. The stretch part of their season, really tough schedule in the Big Ten East with Michigan, Ohio State, and Michigan State coming up. It starts with Michigan this Saturday. Penn State heavily favored her. John Eric Polite saying he was surprised that a lot of people are talking about Penn State maybe running away with this. Dave, I think they have a chance if the offense could finally put it all together.
They can, but they got to be wary of the Michigan defense, which is very aggressive, and they have not seen a defense like this with the combination of speed and the athletes on that side of the ball. And Michigan is definitely going to make them earn every yard of the way. If they take out Saquon Barkley, like other teams have tried to do over the past few weeks, it's going to be up to Trace McSorley to hit the open receivers, hot receivers. If they have one-on-one coverage, they got to gain separation from those receivers. And I think a key factor in the game is Mike Gesicki. If he's healthy and 100% to go, that's a tough matchup for anybody. And Lions could have a mismatch in that situation and get him in space. And he can also run when he catches the ball. Maybe pass the ball to Barkley out of the backfield too. But like I said, Michigan's defense, you can't sleep on the Michigan defense.
Especially because Penn State has struggled a bit with that offensive line and that. They've also struggled in the field goal kicking game, Dave. So if Michigan could keep it close, look out for that. Here's my bottom line, Dave. Penn State's turnover margin, plus 12. And they've created some big turnovers early in games against Northwestern, against Indiana, against Pitt that have kind of dug the offense out of a little bit of trouble. I think that'll be key as well. Notre Dame playing against USC. Both of these teams, the Fighting Irish Nittany Lions, off last week. Here's Notre Dame's chance to prove themselves in 2017 as well.
Yeah, the Irish have, like Penn State, they have a tough stretch of the schedule coming up. Again, number 13 in the country, and really the schedule's laid out for them perfectly. We win a couple games right now, starting with USC, and the Irish are certainly back in the playoff mix. Their only loss this season was to Georgia by 1 point at home. We see how well Georgia has played all year. They're up to number 3 in the country too, so that's not a loss to certainly be embarrassed about. So the Irish have the season ahead of them. There's no doubt about it. And USC at home, that's always an electric atmosphere in South Bend. The Irish have not fared super well against the Trojans in years past, so now it's a time for them to get a win here and then go on to the rest of the season. But again, the season shakes out well for Notre Dame. You could be talking about them in the playoffs as well.
Think they get by USC?
I do. I really think the Irish are going to win this week.
And do you have a prediction for the Penn State game?
Yeah, I do. I think Penn State wins. I think it's a close game. I think it's a close game until Penn State maybe tacks on a late touchdown. I say like a 24-14. I don't think Penn State's offense is. It's not that it's clicking on all cylinders, but they're resourceful.
All right, Dave, thank you so much for your insight. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week. And remember to look out for Dave's articles in the Standard Speaker, and we'll keep you up to date on local sports too right here on SSPTV News.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. If you don't have plans for tomorrow, well, now you do. Come on out to a free show at the Mock Chunk Opera House to hear the Swearingen and Kelly Band. Doors will open at 7 o'clock and showtime will be at 7:30. And the Helping Hand Society will be having a masquerade party on Friday, October 27th at the Sand Springs Country Club in Drums. The party will start at 6 p.m. and dinner will begin at 7 p.m. You must RSVP for this party by Friday, October 20th, and to RSVP or for more information, you can call 570-455-4958. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Francis R. Brown of Hazleton. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton will announce the arrangements. Kenneth Rabovecki of Ebervale. Arrangements will be held at the convenience of the family under the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton. Nancy R. Reinmiller of Hazleton. A gravesite service will take place Thursday at 12 noon at the Vine Street Cemetery in Hazleton. Friends may call Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton. And Stephen Charles Webb of Weatherly. A memorial service will be held Thursday at 2 p.m. at the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home in Weatherly. Friends may call Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. at the funeral home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Ursuline Fitzpatrick of Ashland. Call now at 570-455-7267, extension 104 for your free movie.
That will do it for us this evening. Remember, if you missed any part of the news, you can always catch it via our Samsung Productions free app, so download it today. Kenny's back tomorrow. He'll have the latest on the cross-country championships, so stay tuned for that. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.